to take a departure today from my usual warm, fuzzy kind of video because I want to talk to you about something serious. And I don't normally talk about this, but I have personal experience with it, and I see so much denial and so much glossing over of this topic that I just felt like I had to speak out. So I'm going to talk to you about abortion today. Now, first of all, I want to say I grew up in a household of Democrats, and I grew up believing that the right to have an abortion was a fundamental woman's right. In fact, maybe even the fundamental woman's right. And when I was very young and very foolish and very wild and very confused, I had an abortion. At the time, I thought it was the right thing to do, and everybody around me told me that it was the right thing to do. And I'm not going to say that it wasn't the right thing to do because, it's a long time ago. I don't know what would have happened if I had made a different choice, but I do know that the trajectory that my life took would have been very different. And I like my life the way it is, and I believe that everything happens for a reason. So I'm not going to sit around and say, oh, woe is me. But I am going to say there's something I really, truly did not understand at the time that I made that decision. And I feel like a lot of people don't understand this. And like I said, it's really denied and glossed over in the media. And that is that when a woman is pregnant, she does not have a tumor, okay? It's a baby. I don't care how far along that pregnancy is, it's a baby, not a tumor. And when a woman has an abortion, she pays someone to rip her own child from her womb and murder it. Let me say that one more time. When a woman has an abortion, she pays someone to rip her own child from her womb and murder it. If you are not a sociopath, you cannot do something like that without creating a very deep and painful wound to your psyche, to your very soul. And I'm not going to even get into, what it does to the baby. Let's just focus on this right now. So I'm not saying that it's a wound that can never be healed. But what I am saying is that it's a very deep and painful wound to heal. And it certainly is not a fun process to heal it. And I can tell you that from direct experience. But I feel like a lot of people really miss the point about abortion. I have a couple of questions. My first question is, why are so many people fighting so hard to keep the right to do violence to themselves and their children? And furthermore, why is it okay that we live in a society where for many people it seems like a better choice to murder their own child than to bring it into the world? When we start talking about fundamental human rights, why aren't we talking about the right to have a child and to know that child is not going to be subject to poverty and abuse? Why is that not a fundamental right that people are fighting for?